everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am very excited for today's video. As you guys saw in the title, we'll be playing with the new e.l.f. makeup. Basically though, doing a full face of e.l.f. I feel like e.l.f. had an incredible year this year, and then some of the new products are just so exciting that I was like, I have to try them with you guys on camera. I know I was like talking about buying new makeup, and then I just did like 3 new makeup videos like back to back, but it's fine. It is what it is. None of them were high-end though. They were all drugstore, so very exciting. Drugstore's doing it, and I feel like 2025, the year of the drugstore. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. The year of the low budget, please and thank you. Anyway, I'm so excited. So first, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. First things first, we're gonna go on with the e.l.f. bronzing drops. I have the shade Pure Gold here. I know e.l.f. has like a ton of different primers, but I'm not gonna lie, I just don't like the gripping primers. I don't really like most of e.l.f.'s primers, to be 100 with you, except for this one. This one I think is so good. If e.l.f. came out with like just a straight up moisturizing, hydrating primer, I probably would be very happy. I know they have like an old one, that I think they repack it. I don't know. Either way, I just want something new and like for the hydrating queens, because I just don't like the gripping ones that much. But this one honestly stunning, and I have to turn it upside down and like shake it to get anything out because I used it so much when it first came out. I think it is so pretty under foundation. I would never wear this by itself. You can see how crazy it looks, and also it does blend a little bit easier when you have like a moisturizer or a hydrating primer with it. I just didn't have an e.l.f. one, so I was like, well, might as well see what it does by itself. But you can see it looks a little crazy. It looks like it looks like self-tan gone wrong. I didn't think this through, because now we're gonna get foundation all over here. Let's try to keep it like that. But I think it's so pretty. It is super, super glowy, obviously. It does exactly what it's supposed to, bronzing drops. So if you're looking for bronzing drops to look a little bit more tan, this one's really good in combo with foundations that are too light for you, or underneath foundations that are too light for you. It really does make your skin, your foundation and your skin look a little bit more bronze. But again, I'm not wearing this by itself, y'all. There's no way. But then we're just going in with the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation, another like total win this year. It's such a great foundation. I think that, well, I know for a fact this is the one that they kind of reformulated, then like repackaged, because this one used to come in like the little glass bottle, the square ones, and they were really good at the time. I think they were like $3 or $4, like super, super cheap. And then e.l.f. decided to kind of reformulate, which I think was one of the smartest decisions they ever could have made. Because for me, like, I don't like the e.l.f. Camo foundations and stuff like that, and so I just don't, whatever. So I feel like this definitely is a market for, there's a market for this on the e.l.f.'s website. And so I think it's stunning. It's definitely more satin foundation, so it kind of works with, if you're going to put on something glowy, it's going to look more glowy. If you put on something more matte, it's probably going to pull a little bit more soft matte-ish. It's just gonna, what's one of those ones that is very customizable. And I love that. It is more medium coverage, so keep that in mind. But again, you can kind of work with it, probably build it up a bit or sheer it out a little, but for the most part, it's going to stick with that medium coverage, which I think is still so stunning. And it's still so affordable. Although it's not $4 anymore, it's still pretty affordable. This foundation is probably one of the foundations that has the most coverage that I still have in my collection, because I've been wearing sheer to light coverage every single day, y'all. Every single day. So this is like a, oh my gosh, a jump scare for me. But it still looks like really, really stunning. You could definitely see the bronzing drops though. Like, my skin looks super bronzed, which is fine. Then we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Bronzer. I have the shade here, light medium. I also have the shade medium, but, and both of them work great for me, so I just wanted to give this one some love, because usually I use the shade medium. This one is a little bit cooler though, so if you're shade twins, this one, if you go for light medium, it's more of a contour. If you go for the shade medium, it's going to be more of a bronzer. But this formula is literally stunning. This is the best e.l.f. liquid cream bronzer they've ever done. I will stand on that. Even the putty bronzers, not this good. The ones in the wand, not this good. This one is the best formula and they look the best. And I think they're like $6, $8. I don't know. Again, super cheap. I don't have an e.l.f. concealer. Sorry, guys. I think that's the only thing that I don't have. And I just don't like their camo concealers. And the Flawless Brightening Concealer, like, it's not at Target anymore. And from the last time I checked, I haven't checked in a while, but the last time I checked, it was like half of the shades were gone from their website. So I don't know if they phased that concealer out or what, or if it's only at like certain places. But I loved that concealer, but it was in that clicky pen, so it still wasn't my like favorite #1 go-to concealer. I really did love it, but I didn't repurchase it after I think I used it up twice. And so I'm like hoping they come out with a new concealer, maybe similar to that one, but different packaging. Or if they come out with like a satin concealer, I know they can do it. I know they can do it. See, this color wasn't my favorite out of the two, but you guys were like, some of you said like the contour looks so good. And so I was like, okay, I don't know. It's not my favorite on me, but I wanted to go with Cool Tone because this color is a little bit more mauve. It's a little, I guess, more cooler of a color. This is the shade Suave Mauve in their Camo liquid blushes. I feel the exact same way about this, about the bronzers. This is the best liquid cream blush that e.l.f. has ever done, ever. I don't have their powder bronzers or powder blushes anymore. I've tried them and I declutter them every time because they're like nothing special. These liquid blushes are special and bronzers are so special. They blend so easily. They look so stunning. And so easy to use, and also again so affordable. But it's like this is the thing. It's like sometimes obviously you want something to be affordable, but you want the high-end quality for the drugstore price. You don't want to have to sacrifice quality for cost, and I think that's what these blushes are. They're literally, and blushes, bronzers, these liquid products, a lot of the e.l.f. products that I mentioned today are high-end quality, drugstore price. Yeah. I don't know if these may, actually I was going to say, I don't know if these specifically are dupes for any sort of high-end ones. I know like Say has these, but these are a little bit more pigmented, a little bit closer to like the Rare Beauty, but not as uncontrollable as the Rare Beauty. So that's why I would say from memory, what I'm thinking of, I don't think these are exact dupes for anything, but obviously alternatives for those high-end ones for sure. Better alternatives in my humble opinion. Also the foundation. I don't think the foundation was duping anything, but I know the bronzing drops obviously were duping, like I think the Drunk Elephant or whatever bronzing drops. Okay, then we're going to go in with the Man of the Hour. This is the Halo Glow Pressed Powder Filter. Pressed powder. It's a light buildable coverage plus a soft focus glow. Includes a velour puff and a mirror. I got the shade light neutral because all the other shades looked way too dark. Obviously my foundation is a little dark today, but like I really just am a translucent powder girly. I think a couple people mentioned that this may be a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury. A couple people threw out Kosas. I don't know. Kosas is a baked formula, so that is a little bit different. I think this one does look and remind me a little bit more of the Charlotte Tilbury, but I don't love the Charlotte Tilbury powder, but I was like, you know, either way, we're going to try it. This looks very, like, I don't know. I don't want to say, like, it's obviously not high quality, but it looks bougie from an upgrade from e.l.f. e.l.f. makes amazing powder, so we actually will go in with this one. This is so cute. This packaging. Yeah. Hi, I'm sorry. I don't even know if you could see me back there. Okay, we're just gonna jump right in. I'm a little nervous. I don't love a powder foundation, but this says light, what did it say? Yeah, it says light buildable coverage, so I'm going to assume it's not going to be too much. I definitely think these things lend themselves to more coverage. If you use a brush, it's going to be less coverage. And then we'll use the other e.l.f. powder puff on the other side because that one's a little bit thicker as well. But wow, you can see that difference. It definitely does put down color. So it is shaded, it's tinted, but I feel like, again, the shade light medium is perfect, or light neutral, sorry, it looks perfect for my skin tone and my preferences. It actually looks super, super smooth and airbrush. I think for me, again, I'm not used to the medium coverage right now, so it does look like a lot of coverage like I have going on, which is really nice. It looks very smooth and almost like airbrushed in a sense, but obviously a lot of coverage, like not what I'm used to. But it actually looks better than I thought. Nothing looks dry or crepey. Sorry for my chair. Nothing looks dry. It does look heavy, but again, I don't know. I think that's just more so the coverage and my personal preference. But I don't know if you can tell. We're gonna go in, so this is the other e.l.f. like pink sponge. I just flipped it around, and we're gonna go with this one on this other side. Because these sponges are a little bit nicer, just because they're just thicker, they have more space and more cushion, and I've been using these for a while, so I know like kind of how they work, and yeah, I already like it better just based on looking at it in there, because you can still see a lot more of the blush and stuff, so I know it's not going to add that much coverage. So definitely a powder I would use more so with a brush or a different sponge. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. I would go with something a little bit fluffier, a little bit, I don't even know what the word is, because it's not going to press down as much product as the like super thin sponge in here. I thought maybe, because, at this point we know that these sponges are so stupid, and I thought that if e.l.f. was going to do it, they probably were going to do it really well. And honestly, if you want max coverage, then I would use this little powder puff, but if you don't want like too much coverage, I would just go with a brush or something else. Yeah, this side looks much better. More my speed, I should say. But of course, it's just personal preference. I don't even know if you could see, like, it looks like there's so much product here. Like, it is very full coverage. Over here looks a little bit lighter, so. Okay, not mad at it. Not mad at it. I do think it's not an overly glowy powder. It's not matte either, though. It is somewhere in this middle. I would say, though, that it's closer to the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm not getting Kosas vibes, especially because it's a little bit more tinted, more coverage. Kosas isn't really that much coverage at all. So, I did say, I made a video, it was one of my favorite videos I've ever made, and it did not do well. That makes sense, but I did like products I wish e.l.f. would dupe, and the Kosas powder was one of them, so I was like, we gotta try it, but certainly did not. e.l.f. also does have these little baby powder puffs, which are great for under eyes, but also, like, I don't have anything under the eyes, so I don't really need to use it, but super, super cute. Here, I'll show you the little logo. They're so cute. It comes in a pack of 3. Such great powder puffs. I don't know if I told you, I was using the e.l.f. liquid bronzer and contour duo. I was using this side for foundation, this side for contour, and then I used the e.l.f. blush brush. Yeah, the liquid blush brush for the liquid blush, but obviously you can use these for whatever you want. I think both of these would be good for foundation, for bronzer, whatever. This one's good for bronzer, blush I use it for, so mix and match. You could get 2 brushes and have everything set. I forgot I wanted to use this side for powder, so I don't know, I think it might be a little dense for powder, but you never know. While we're here, I'm just gonna pop on these e.l.f. What is the word? Glow Reviver lip ones, because I have another lip product I want to try at the end. I like these lip glow revivers so much. They're so nice, but mine have been leaking recently and they're pissing me off. I'm sorry, they're making me so mad, but both of them have been. So even I have the shade Honey Talks, and they're both leaking, and they stand straight up, so that's why I'm so confused. So confused. I also have their cutie carrier, so I'm like, guys, what? I can't. I'm gonna have to get rid of it, and what am I gonna do with the carrier? I'm gonna have to see if another lip balm fits in there, because this is so cute. I wanted to try this before I did my foundation, but we're just gonna try it after now. So I'm just gonna push them forward. This is the e.l.f. Brow Lamination Gel. I've been using this for a while now, and it was never my favorite. I didn't like love it, but I don't mind it, you know? It's not a bad one. I think e.l.f. does have some great alternatives. I just want them to have a really good clear brow gel. They have like that $4 one or whatever, $3, it might be $2, honestly. My sister loves that one, the clear one with two sides. But it's just not my favorite. I just want a basic brow gel. They do have like lots of brow soaps and stuff too, which is, they're all really great. It's just like my personal preference, obviously, but definitely alternatives for everyone out there. They got options. They do have the Wow brows, I believe, which I thought about picking up one, but I just never, come on, we know each other. You know me at this point, I really never use a tinted brow gel, like rarely, but this one's nice. If you're looking for like that brow lamination, then this is a good one, but it is white, so sometimes you have to be careful. You can see it kind of lightened up my brows anyway. We're gonna go in with the brow pen, which is the best way to use these brow laminations, because a pencil, it just makes it difficult to use a pencil when they're like laminated like this. So I did get my hands on the e.l.f. brow, sorry, let me not even make up the name. It's the Holy Strokes Microfine Brow Pen. Okay, I got the shade Neutral Brown. I just forget, my hair is so dark. I probably could have got like black or something like that. I don't know. But I was very excited about this because I've been using the NYX one, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm the only planet on the only one in the world still using these brow pens. But then I saw e.l.f. came out with them, so I was like, perfect. This is so skinny. It's so cute. This is the NYX one. They're like massive. It's gonna be a really warm color, I think. I'm like, I don't think it's doing anything, and I just drew it on my hand, and yeah, sure enough, nothing was coming out. So it's a shake well before use. You can like see them very lightly. Okay. Maybe it's the color? Oh yeah, it looks, you can actually see it on the brows a little bit better. It's really just filling in those excess spots, which I like because I don't need a whole, like, first of all, the markers that are too pigmented are very annoying. It's really hard to fix that. But all I need is like a couple spots filled in here and there. So I do kind of need it to be really light. But I would say that this is like super, super light, so it really, maybe get a color like that's really good color match. It's nice. Is it the greatest of all time? No. Do I like the NYX one better? Probably. But I have to keep seeing, I'll have to keep seeing, because you could see them very light strokes, and you could see it did fill in my brows a bit. So it just depends on like your need for it. If you need them to draw your whole brow on, girl, you'll be here all day. If you just need a couple spots filled in, then this is a good one because it's not too heavy. But I probably would shade up if I was gonna do a do-over or place another order. I would do go up, shade up. Okay, while we're here, let's go in with another one of e.l.f.'s greatest setting sprays, or greatest dupes ever. This is the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Milk makeup, but I honestly think it is a great alternative to the Charlotte Tilbury as well, and I really love this. I have to say that sometimes the mister does make me mad, because I'm like, can you just be a little bit harder? It's like, it's almost on the verge of too soft. It's too fine, and I'm like, okay, am I even spraying? I don't know, like a little bit more would be great, but like, beggars can't be choosers, right? Because you know, we complained all the time that e.l.f.'s misters were crazy, so. It's like my fingers start to cramp by the time I finish. I'm just kidding. But it does feel like that because I feel like I'm spraying like so much because it's so fine, and then you have to press it all the way down, like whoosh, whoosh. So I also ended up pulling the trigger and buying one of the e.l.f. Perfect 10 eyeshadows. I got the Everyday Smoky because I thought these mattes were stunning, and I'm not gonna lie, the shimmers looked very, very cute. They looked very wearable, so I was like, okay, let's just see what's going on here. So I think I really want to wear a shimmer today. I don't know, maybe I'm becoming a shimmer girly again. They definitely have a bunch of options. Oh, I did not peel this off right, but they definitely have a peel this off right. Anyway, they have a bunch of different options of these, so if you're looking for one that's a little bit lighter, whatever you want, more colorful, they definitely have options. Elf never had my favorite eyeshadows in the whole wide world, but I definitely think they were capable of making really good eyeshadow palettes. I think like the Opposites Attract one was like my favorite. Like they're capable of it, they just don't always do it. But we're just gonna go with the shade right here. I don't think they have shade names, but it's like that brown color, of course. And we're just gonna put that in the outer corner and then like lightly blend it into the crease because it is a little bit deep, but I wanted it to be very like a rich palette because delish. Like look at the colors, how beautiful. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side, obviously. Okay, then we're going to take this black shade and then like just kind of put it on top. This looks like a gray-black kind of color. It's not like the most black, but it is nice and deep. I think it's a great color for a smoky eye because it's going to kind of not be so stark. Yeah, okay. Not so dramatic, not so drastic, although it's gonna be dramatic, but not too bad. So delicious. These colors are actually blending really, really nicely. I'm very surprised about it. These are nice, they're blendable, they don't feel dry or anything, and they're building really, really nicely. Stunning. I'm going to take that brush that I was using for the outer corner. I'm going to mix a little bit of the black and the brown and put that on the lower lash line. Oh, we're going to go in with this like silver shimmer shade and we'll put that on the lid. I was like, oh dang, and now I don't want to wear a shimmer because the smoky eye looks so good. But this will be nice, perfect, nice and silver. I do have two of the e.l.f. like single shadows that are supposed to be a dupe for the Urban Decay, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm really scared to try them again because the last time I wore them, I was also wearing a new mascara, so I wore two new things at the same time, which is a big no-no. I know, and so now I don't know which one like caused my eye to have a whole reaction. So I guess we'll see too if it's the e.l.f. Eyeshadow again, then we know e.l.f. eyeshadows don't agree with my eyes. I also just learned, I don't know, whatever's in, you know, shimmer formulas don't always respond well to my eyes because this goes back, like I've tried NYX eyeshadows that have made my eyes react, like lots of different random eyeshadows. It's so bizarre. I just have really sensitive eyes. So I don't know, it could be both of them honestly, or I don't know, but we'll see. I guess today, if we have no reaction, then maybe I'll pull the trigger and try one of these again. It's these that I have. So I have the shade, let me see. I don't know, is there no freaking shade name? Oh, Champagne Showers, and the shade Off Pink. Cute. Okay, I'm very happy about this palette. Hello. We also did grab a mascara. I wanted to try this because I heard that this is a, what is that called? A tubing, yeah, it's a tubing technology mascara. So I was like, okay, if this is a dupe for Tarte, that would be great because that mascara is so expensive and it's the only one I wear nowadays. So I don't know. So we're gonna try this one, of course. I think that was one of the things that I didn't have a dupe for when I just did my most recent dupes video, but that's giving Tarte, y'all. They're coming for Tarte. Okay, so I definitely think this mascara has potential. A couple things. One, obviously, I feel like I put it up against a really crazy eye look, which is not normal for me. Normally, I'm wearing like one little matte eyeshadow. That's it. So like I definitely put it up against like a really dramatic look, and I think it looks beautiful. I would say I think the Tarte is a little bit more I don't want to say, what's that, not thickening, not maybe volumizing. I feel like they make them looks a little bit, makes my lashes look a little bit fuller. But I will say obviously it's a brand new mascara, so sometimes it just needs a second to air out and then it's top kahuna. So I'm really liking this so far, and that makes me really excited. So good. Alright, and then I've been dying to try one of these. I did just get the clear shade because I know myself and I know I'll be able to use up the clear before any other color. But this is the Pout Clout Lip Plumping Pen. I kind of want to try like all of them and could do a big giant comparison, but we'll see. Oh, okay. They don't feel as glossy as the Tarte ones. Oh, but they look like really beautiful. These honestly feel similar to the NYX formula. Oh, I can feel the cooling. Good. They feel closer to the NYX formula, but they definitely have like a more unique formula that is really nice. So I definitely think it's a great alternative. I wouldn't say it's exact dupe of the Tarte. I still think the ColourPop is closer. I feel like this one feels a little bit more lipstick-esque, and obviously it's a more lipstick form, so that makes sense, but I don't know how Tarte did it. They make theirs so unique. So anyway, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm still kind of annoyed that I went with the powder puff on this side because this side looks so bomb, like so good, and this side is not my favorite. So I would not use that little puff thing. I know I should have just known. I just assumed that e.l.f. would have done it differently or better somehow, but that was my mistake. So I would say go in with like a looser powder puff or like a thicker powder puff, or like a brush or something, and that's it. Everything else looks so good. I'm so obsessed. Can you believe like this is a full face of e.l.f.? No, because you would think that this is all high-end crap because it is so good, but it's not. So anyway guys, I don't know why my chair is making so much noise today. I'm so sorry. But that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. You will obviously see a lot of these products again soon. More tests and stuff will definitely be coming your way. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.